Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
It's William and Andrew from Allegory Gallery here. And it's been a hectic day. How are you all out there?
We got up so early.
We got up early. We had to go pick up the car, the van.
They did a good job on the door.
And the fender. Just not the bumper. But the
Oh,
bumper wasn't part of the thing. That's the thing. So, yeah, they fixed our van.
so we need to get the markers.
The color matching looks we don't have any sun today, but in the rain, in the cloud, the color matching looks great, which is surprising because it's a sparkly blue color, so that's sometimes hard to match.
I bet they have that because that color was really popular whenever we bought the car.
Yeah, but over time paint fades, and that's what because my dad used to do auto body work, and paint fades and changes over time, as you know. So to match it, we still have to see it in the sun, but everything's warranted, so it should be okay. There's still a spot on the back bumper, but that's a different spot, not from the scratch, so that wasn't included in the estimate anyway. But that's also fiberglass or plastic back there, so it's not going to rust. Rusting was the big thing because the keying was so deep in our van that, and for almost being a pretty new van, we didn't want it to rust within a few years. So that's why we had it done. Thankfully, insurance covered it. It's all good. So we had to get up early and go get that. And then came home and I had to go to the store. Didn't have to. I actually did. I was talking with Jen about our video release tomorrow morning for our Saturday morning tutorial on YouTube. And Jen is very good about showing you all the steps and everything. This time when we filmed, though, as I said before, I kind of let Jen do the filming. I set it up, give her where the in the screen and out of the screen borders are, and then she does her thing and I walk away. So I'm not over her shoulder. But this time, some of her techniques got pulled just like down here out of the camera. And it's because she's working with really tough wire. And so to get the force needed to bend that wire, she was pulling it close to her body. So there's only a few times that happens, but we decided to release it anyway in the state that it's in instead of trying to re-record it and all that. So hopefully y'all don't mind. She still shows what it looks like after that little tweak is done or that movement is done. So I think you can still understand what's going on. It's a very free form thing anyway. So if it was going to be a little bit out of camera, this is the one to do it on. So I showed that to her. We watched through it just to see what she thought of it. If she really didn't want it out there, I wasn't going to put it out. But she's like, let's go for it. She's like, this is willy-nilly free form. It's fine. So that's going to be out tomorrow. You can already hit the notify me button. There's actually a button that says notify me on YouTube if you want YouTube to tell you and remind you at 8:30 Eastern time tomorrow that you can watch that. It's ready. So hopefully you like that. It's a shorter one. I think it's the shortest one we've done. But it's just a fun little tutorial. Fun little thing to play with some wire. So inside the description of that video, as always, we have some affiliate links that if you use will get us a little kickback on everything you purchase. And we pretty much put links for everything she mentioned in the video. So if you want to grab it, you can go grab it.
I like that you can use the tutorial as a foundation and build on top of it. So if you wanted to add beads to it, or
yeah, she mentions like in the end you can use other smaller wires to wrap around the bigger wires, or you can use a hammer to hammer it out a little bit. So it's pretty versatile, and I think it's going to be a fun project for you all. If you've never worked with wire, it's a good, I think, start to try. Give it a try because there's no pattern. You don't have to worry about following it specifically. Just kind of play around with it.
I've seen some people making things from last Saturday's. I think Norma did some.
Yeah, a few people have made things from that.
The macrame.
The macrame. So the zipper bracelet. So hopefully y'all like that. If you didn't see that, they're all available on YouTube. Go back and watch them. Give them thumbs up. help those spread. I will say, yeah, so many people have watched that one from last week, the zipper bracelet, macrame zipper bracelet, that it pulled into second place. So the very first one, the herringbone wire wrapped earrings, is still number one by far, by number of views and number of likes. But the zipper bracelet is now in second, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. So let me see who's here with us. Hello, Suzanne says, hello, William, Andrew, AGB fam. Also hugs to Barnaby and Gilbert. It's their birthday today, and happy St. Patty's Day to anybody who celebrates.
And St. Gertrude's
and St. Gertrude's Day.
Apparently patron saint of cats.
Of cats. There you go. So
there's two St. Gertrudes. There's St. Gertrude the Great and Neville. Neville, I think is the name. I think St. Gertrude of Neville is the one that's the patron saint of cats.
So happy everybody. Teresa is with us. Michelle is with us. Michelle said, hi, William and Andrew, and happy birthday to the fur baby. She remembered, right? Hello, Karen. Thank you for tuning in. Says, have we started? We just now started, so we did not start back when you asked. Look, there's the Barnaby tail. There's a Barnaby. Hello, Marianne. Hello, Vanessa. Vivian is with us today. Hello. Hello, Susie.
He's like, I gotta say
Teresa.
hi to my woman.
Yes, look.
Hello.
Hello. Oh. Teresa says, happy birthday to Barnaby and Gilbert. Vanessa says, hey, thank goodness it is Friday. Oh, if only that meant something for us. But yes, for all of you out there who get the weekend off, it's a good day, right? It's good to be a Friday.
Usually our Saturday and Sunday are the most busy days.
I know. I don't even want to think about it. I'm so tired, y'all. I've been going on like, I don't know, 30 some days.
Early.
I did, but it's been 30 days of nonstop, like get up and go every day, work. Even on my birthday, I went into the store and did some work. So it's just been no break, no day off. Vivian says, hey, you two, sending some positive refreshment vibes. Thank you. I could use that. Marion says, hey, William and Andrew, happy birthday to the kids. Thank you so much. Hello, Helen. Hello, Susan. Hello, Norma. Says happy birthday to the kiddies too. Suzanne says, a dreary day and one of my favorite actors died suddenly. Can I have a redo? But happy birthday, Barnaby and Gilbert. Who passed away today? I didn't see anything yet. That's no good. That's no good. Susan says, so glad your van is being taken care of. Yeah, they did a good job from what I can see. I'm waiting to see it in the sun, because that's always once the sun hits the paint job and we see how it is. But I cannot tell the difference between what they did and what was there right now.
Anything's better than nothing.
Yeah, at least it is now painted and not going to rust, which was very important. Suzanne says, Lance Riddick. I don't know that name. Do I know that name, Andrew? I have to ask Andrew if I know people, because I don't know actors and actresses' names. Lance Riddick, R-I-D-D-I-C-K. Marion says, and what was his best known role? Oh, you know him? Suzanne says, The Wire and the Harry Bosch series. I don't think I watched any of those, so I may not know him. But I'm sorry to hear that. It's hard when somebody we like passes, right?
I recognize him.
Teresa says, one of our cats was named Gertrude. Nice.
Gertie.
You're gonna get a little baby Gertie. Susan says, happy birthday to Barnaby and Gilbert. Yeah, I gotta go get them snacks. They've been kind of neglected so far from me today. They got some good breakfast, but I've been so busy, we haven't gotten to spend much time. And we tried to go outside today, but there were people out. So they barely got to even go outside, and Barnaby's making it known.
I gave them some treats this morning.
Oh, that's good. They got some treats. I'm going to go to the grocery store after this maybe and get some treats.
We went through the bulk order of catnip.
Yeah, we did. We got to get more catnip. Hello, June. Thanks for tuning in.
They're going to be like, Why do you just buy catnip? And you buy it by the
Lots and
pound.
lots. And we went through that, and my mom gave us some freshly dried catnip that she dehydrated because she has a few catnip plants.
Your grandma used to have catnip like crazy.
I know. And I think that's where my mom's came from. She got some from there. So I got to get more.
Is Buster still alive? Is Buster?
He's never shown back up. They don't know. Probably not. But
probably because they got new animals in there.
Yeah. Once my gram passed, I don't think he ever came back. Maybe once, they said, but he was only there for like a week. My gram used to have this cat that for the longest time stayed with her, but as she started getting older and a little bit more sick, he started going on adventures, and he left one time for like 3 weeks. No idea where he was, but he came back fat and happy. So somebody must have been taking care of him. And then he was there for a few weeks and left again. So he would do this on and off. And then as my brother took over the property and he had dogs and stuff too that they adopted. So I think Buster went off on one last trip. We don't know whatever happened, if he's with somebody, with whoever he was with before, or what.
With your grandma and grandpa.
Maybe. May have passed over the Rainbow Bridge. I don't know. But he could be living with a family somewhere else, whoever was keeping him fat and happy before. Suzanne says Cinnamon has started kissing the screen. Heard Barnaby. Oh, Barnaby.
That's what I was waiting for.
Oh, Barnaby.
And Gilbert's like, I'll leave you all alone.
He's like, I'll leave you all with that. Hello, Harry. Thanks for joining in. Harry, I got your email about the morning drink, and I have seen that mud stuff before that.
Mushrooms?
Something, yeah. But I got to look into it again. But thank you for sending it. It refreshed my brain. I'll take a look at that. And speaking of emails, I got to nobody's email for your requests yesterday. So I have them still sitting here. I did get the day before's, I don't even know day, the day before stuff in the online store today. So if it was available, not yesterday's, but the day before, if it was still available, it is now in the online store. If you don't see it in the online store, it has sold out. But as far as yesterday's stuff, I've not gotten to it yet. I've gotten some people asking about some other things. I'm like, sorry, didn't get to it yet. But I will get to that this weekend.
Last night.
Yeah, this I figure since we're not doing lives over the weekend, this will give me a few days to catch up too on some things. And I did engrave, and cut some laser pendants because it's been nice enough. I think we talked about that yesterday. We can't do it when it's really cold. So I was able to do some of that last night and today. So if you've been waiting for a shipment that has a wooden pendant, that's probably why you're waiting, and it should hopefully be coming very soon. Barb gave me a list before she left of the wooden pendants that she saw that we needed for sure. So I printed all of those, at least all of the walnut ones, and I'll be doing some maple ones, I think, later today.
We had to order some stuff too.
Yeah. So, and then we had classes today in store. I sold my first necklace today that I made. I've shown it before. Maybe you remember it, maybe not. It was mostly African glass with some stegosaurus beads, fossil beads, and some wood and some African metal, and the big Laura Lunsford deer horn with lapis. And I was like, I wasn't going to sell it. It was going to be for me. I made it for me. So I made it a little bit wild because that's the kind of thing I like. And one of our helpers put it out on display at one point. And I've had some people, and I just usually say, oh, it's just for display. But today, this woman, she was like, oh, lapis is my favorite. And oh, I'm in a drumming circle, and we're gonna do our full moon thing here soon. And she's like, I'd really like to wear it during that. So I was like, this is the right person for this. So I gave her a price, and we bartered back and forth for a while. And we got to a point where she almost gave it up, and her friend threw in a $20 bill and said, here's the difference. You're taking the necklace. So, and her friends spoke very highly of her. So she's well liked by her friends. So And she only lives in Blairsville. She said, come on over. We're doing the drumming circle. I think it's next Friday.
What if you're tone deaf?
I don't know.
You just sit in the background.
I know, right? I know. But
we went to this one drumming thing, and I was like, this is not for me.
So, but she does, I forgot, I have her card. She does something in the health field. I can't remember if it was, I can't remember. So, yeah, I wasn't expecting that today, but
congratulations.
Yeah, that was my first necklace I've ever sold.
Of his own.
Of my own, yes.
His own particular design.
My own design. And I sold earrings a little bit ago too, those Nazar Evil Eye earrings.
Yeah.
So I sold those. That was a friend who bought them, but she did love them. So she came in specifically hoping she could get them. So that's good too.
You've been selling a lot of finished jewelry.
We have been selling finished jewelry, which is strange because normally people, because we're a bead store, they're like, I'll learn to make this instead of buy it. Even though we don't keep the beads for the finished jewelry generally in store. But yeah.
No way.
No way. No way. Michelle says, that's cool. Susan says, that's cool, William. Marianne says, that's good. Hello, Sandra. You sent me an email, Sandra. I replied to it just before the live, so I don't know if you've gotten it. Vanessa says, Barnaby has his own fan club. He does, huh? I'm going to start the Barnaby fan club. He's sitting on my lap right now as we do this. Linda says, what on earth is a drumming circle? People get together with drums and
sit in a circle.
Sit in a circle. That's really what it is. Sometimes around a fire, sometimes during a full moon. And they drum together. Releases good energy, right? Sandra says, that's great that you sold it. Congrats. Yeah, I'm still very torn because
you're too new.
I only made that piece because I was definitely keeping that lapis horn that Laura did. That was the whole thing. I was like, this is for me. But then I've never really worn it much. So I was like, okay, I haven't put it to use. It's been on display. If she'll use it, and she's going to use it. So I feel like that's the right energy for that. So good. Thank you. Yeah. Harry says, I had a busy creative day.
When don't you have a
I know. Some gem rough arrived, and I cut a house out of pre-night, cast a house and a ginger jar and a skull cap, and made a necklace from the Desert Discoveries. Posted it at the AG group. Awesome. I've been on Facebook a little bit today, but mostly sharing and leaving. I haven't been able to absorb anything much yet. It's usually later at night that I actually do that.
I haven't seen anything today.
You said what?
I didn't see anything today because we've had such a weird day.
I know. It's so weird. Like, even Jen, she was like, we barely had anyone in for class. We had one person who came in who wanted to make a bracelet, a pearl bracelet that matched a necklace she had. And she is here on a break from not Wisconsin. Yeah, maybe Wisconsin. No, not Wisconsin. Somewhere up there. Not Michigan. Anyway, so she's like, we have 80 inches of snow at home, which I'm like, and
Minnesota.
Minnesota. That's where it was. Minnesota. Andrew's like, you got 80 inches? Okay, it must be Minnesota.
Yeah, there's a gem show coming up there. I was like,
So she is here from Minnesota. She's at the, what do they call it? The Appalachian Conference Center. What is that called? Antiochian. I think she's over at Antiochian.
I didn't meet this person, but I'll tell you about that.
Then she's over there doing something, I don't know. But so she came into town.
Is she doing a painting retreat?
I don't know.
Because they have an icon painting thing, and I'm not particularly that kind of religion, but it looks really fascinating.
Yeah. I don't know, because she was kind of already there when I walked in, so I didn't want to ask the same questions that Jen may have already asked. But she found us online, and she says, I got to come in, and she came in and made something today.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was nice. Our friend Diane, I haven't seen Diane pop up yet. She might be later. She came in. Mm-hmm. Diane Davis. She came in and was chatting for a bit. And that's really all came in for classes. And even Jen is like, where did this day go? Like, there's not been a lot of people. Usually a lot of people make the day go by fast, but the day flew by. I looked up and I said, I got to get home and get ready for the live.
There was a bus tour in town, and I don't know what that was about.
I don't know. There were some women that came in. One of the women said she bought from us online before, and she bought a few little things today. But there weren't a lot of people in store today. But it was raining all day.
I saw a ton of people on the street.
Did
because
you?
There were buses lining the street.
We didn't see them.
Because you go the back way. I usually go through town to keep an eye on things.
Keep an eye on things.
Neighborhood watch.
Yeah, I didn't see them in the store today, that's for sure.
No, they're on the street. I think they're having some kind of St. Patrick's Day kind of
maybe
scavenger hunt or something.
That could be. Michelle says, "Isn't it awesome to sell your own creations?" Kind of. If it was something
too new.
If it was something I specifically made to sell, I would be ecstatic. But because I made it for me, I was like, oh, that's hard to let go. It's hard to let go.
You're too fresh, William.
I'm too fresh. No, I just wasn't making stuff to sell. Let me make some stuff to sell, and then you all can buy it. How about that? Andrew's like, okay, go ahead. He's like, all right, ready. Susan says, drumming can be meditative for some folks. Yes, it can.
I think it's neat. I don't have how you call I have kind of rhythm for dancing, but not rhythm for music.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the same way. Maybe like I don't even need to know the song and I can dance to it. I don't know how, but to start, maybe if I was doing drumming, because that kind of, I think, runs through me maybe. But drumming with other people who you don't know what they're gonna do, or I don't know. That's weird. Maybe
there's people that
I think I'd like to try it though. Yeah, I'm just gonna do my own thing while
William tries.
Gonna try drumming.
You're gonna set the pace.
Set the pace for everybody else. That's scary. Sandra says, it went to a good home and will be loved. Yes, that is the reason because I knew it was like, it wasn't just going to somebody who just wanted it because, you know, just to want it. They were going to use it. And she was talking about her kids love dinosaurs and had the Stegosaurus fossil beads. I was like, okay.
Like that movie we watched the other night. That Mrs. Harris.
I like that movie. That was a roller coaster of a movie though. Like, you wanted the best for her, but it was hard sometimes.
Normally I don't like that with its money problems, but then they turn it around. So
yeah.
And then that one actress, bless her heart, she can't help but play actually all of the people. Like there is one character who's like plays really ditzy character, and she was born to it. I wonder if she's like that in real life, or is she like super? I don't know.
Which one is that?
That one, the blonde one of her clients.
Oh, from White Lotus. Oh,
the one she's from Sanderton.
I don't.
But her hair is brown in that.
I don't know.
And then that one from Pennyworth, where she's the aristocrat, and she has.
I remember him, and I don't remember any people. I don't even know why I ask.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, you're gonna remember? I got excited for a second.
I know. Susan says, Harry's always so busy and creative, puts me to shame. I think Harry puts a lot of us to shame on that sometimes. But we all have our days, right? We all have our days. Suzanne says, I just posted, but late. Michelle says, I'm starting to feel much better. Played a bunch of music earlier. Boost my energy level. That's good. Teresa says, I belong to a drumming circle at the nursing home, and I loved it. Yeah, I think it could be fun. Harry says, drumming can be very hypnotic or give me a giant headache. Yeah, right? You can either get into the flow or you can be against the flow.
They used to have a drum circle in the middle of town in Asheville. And it was
That'd be fun.
I think it was every Friday night, and sometimes like hundreds and hundreds of people would come.
That'd probably be fun with that many people. Although, maybe not. Susan says, we barely had 5 inches of snow this winter. Very odd and a bit disconcerting. I don't know how much we've had.
We've had a lot.
We've had a good bit of
Even though it's
precipitation.
been warm, when it did snow, it snowed and then it would like melt.
Yeah. Hello, Julie. Thanks for tuning in. Donna says, hi all. Got a wonderful package full of goodies. I love everything. Oh, good. Glad the packages are getting out there.
And that people seem to like it.
Linda says, I have good news, at least for me. My 18-year-old grandson got asked to play Oztag in Ireland. I don't know what any of that is. Marianne's asking what's Oztag too. Linda, I don't know what that is, says Michelle, but congrats. We'll see if in the comments Linda has said what that is, because no one, I don't seem to know. Susan says, well, the universe will send you more unique stuff to make something else. Hopefully, right?
Just ask Laura. She's not dead.
Said Laura, make me another one with lapis. 2 horns.
Guess what? We got horns. We got lapis. Just send it.
Vanessa says, I made a beautiful turquoise necklace for myself, and my niece loved it so much I gave it to her. It broke my heart to part with it, but she loved it so much it made me feel good to give it to her. That's nice.
I think that's the best, when it hurts a little bit.
When it hurts a little bit.
That's like when I put stuff together for the mystery boxes. I know that I've reached the point where I'm okay with sending it out when it hurts a little bit. But in the nice way.
Right. Marion says, I like drums, indigenous Japanese children. Linda says, it's a form of our rugby league football. Oh, congrats. Congrats. See, we don't know anything about rugby here. Michelle says that it happened a few times, but would be something I would be wearing that I made that somebody would really want to buy. Yeah, that happens to Jen, our teacher, a lot too. She sells a lot of stuff off of her because she's wearing it and people love it. So she gets it. You get it.
Somebody's told me once, never wear anything you're not willing to sell. I said,
then
maybe.
I know how you wear your nicest stuff then, and you want to hoard.
As a maker, though.
I don't know.
I just wear whatever. And if somebody says they want it, I say no.
Yeah, you have said no before.
Oh, I'm learning to set boundaries. I'm growing up.
Susan says, my uncle and cousin were big band drummers. Uncle Ben once worked with Gene Krupa and Three Stooges. I have a pic of my uncle and Gene Krupa in spiffy suits and drum kits. That's cool.
That's neat.
That's really neat.
Who is it? Said that?
Susan Surreal. That makes sense. Sandra says, it's actually how I got started, William. I had gone to a jewelry design class and my friend bought it immediately. See, that's, you're in the right place then, right? Susan says, taiko drums are very cool. There's Jen. Jen says, yes. Right? It happens. It happens. Suzanne says, someone wanted to buy the necklace I made for my mom's watch, but I told her no. I have very few mementos of my mom. Yeah, you can't separate with that, right? Jen says, whenever I go out to sales, I only wear things to sell. There you go.
Yeah, when we go to a show, I'll put on stuff.
Michelle says, haha, so true, Andrew. Jen says, I said high prices for the things I don't really want to sell.
Sometimes you get surprised.
I know, right? Sometimes they're like, okay. I have this pin that's from Christian Lacroix that I got in Paris when I was there. And I wore it in New York often to the job that I had, which was a small French clothing boutique. And I don't know how many offers I had to buy that, but it was one of the first things I bought for myself that was kind of a big purchase. And this one woman, she's like, I don't know what you paid for it, but I'll give you double what you paid for it right now if you want to sell it to me. And I still had to say no. Would have been nice. Would have been nice rent payer for a few months, but um, sometimes you have to say no.
For a
Right?
few months.
Hmm?
For a few months in
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah. Our rent was less than that pendant cost, that brooch cost me for a month. Yep. So, yeah. Yeah. So
I looked up some of the stuff that we collected over the time, and it's gone up like quadruple.
good. Good. When it comes time to part and retire, maybe we'll have some retirement funds.
Maybe. You start a museum.
Right? Charge people for entry.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Look at our knickknacks. $50. Come in, look at our knickknacks. By then, it'll be like $100 at the door. It'll be nothing. $100 will be nothing.
In 20, 30, 50
inflation,
years.
y'all. Inflation. Jen says, still don't have a labradorite tree of life for myself because I sold one at a bluegrass festival to a vendor there. It was made in sterling. Told her $275. She said, no problem. I said, cry, cry, cry. Right? Hello, Cindy. Thanks for joining in.
Which
so,
Cindy?
Cindy Moats.
Oh, hi.
So today, this is the last day for a little bit, anyway, of Gemstones from Tucson.
We figured y'all are tired of it.
We do have more. We have bags and bags more, but we're gonna pause after this. So I mark this as final day on the thumbnail, and we're going to take a little break of Gemstones after this. But we're gonna do them today.
You don't like it? I guess we're not done yet. So
yeah, we got today yet. We've got today yet. What else? I think that's it. That's been my day so far. I'm a little tired. I need to take a nap. Barnaby is making me want to take a nap too.
Well, throw him on the ground. He got stuff to do. All this low energy.
He has the sleepy powers. He has the sleepy powers, don't you, Barn? Okay, Barn. But you do have to go down because Daddy has to do this. All right.
This is well fine.
Susan says, I never tire of gemstones, but my budget probably is. Jen says, don't bring them into the store, the gemstones. Jen bought some gemstones today. She has been ignoring the lives because she knows it's trouble. But then Diane asked, well, Diane didn't actually ask to see them. She just mentioned today that she said, that labradorite, that was really nice. And I said, oh, wait, I have it here. And then Diane was like, oh, it's a little out of my budget right now. I better say no. And Jen grabbed it up. So, yeah, Jen, I'll have more at the store tomorrow if you want to stop by. Temptation Island, right? Okay, let me flip this camera. I'm like brain dead today, y'all. I couldn't even remember how to flip the camera.
I think it's because it's this overcast. I know you always talk about how you like this overcast.
I do like it, but I like it because it's quiet and calm, and it gives me the low energy.
Yeah, that's called a nap.
It is called a nap. I might need a nap.
Nah, you got work to do. Go start working on dinner.
Okay. I offered to go buy us dinner last night, and then Andrew's like, no, go to the grocery store and get this. So we went to the grocery store to buy all this stuff to make Indian food, which I'm excited for. And then he says, you know what? Let's just reheat the spaghetti from last night. So we did that.
We had just enough.
Just enough. Because we're on smaller portions now.
I guess. I ate your chips this last night.
My cheesies?
Correct.
You ate my cheesy puffs?
Correct. It was necessary.
It was necessary to survive.
Mm-hmm. We were in research mode.
Andrew's researching again.
So, one of the things that we're having to do pretty soon is we're going to have to deal with the exterior of the cottage because it's getting bad, y'all. So, I've been researching different options. Because originally we were just going to redo the shingles,
Shakes.
the shakes. And then I was like, well, what if we did something else? Because, you know, sometimes it's faster for one. And then also I was thinking about how we could better insulate the building. So I was researching insulation. And they make these sheets of Tyvek that you put up and this like barrier, this water vapor barrier too. So then that way it's not super cold in the winter and it's not super hot in the summer. And then I was also researching windows because we have a couple windows that should be replaced. And I think that would be nice to be able to actually open the windows. I know why they did it before is because they used to leave the building empty at times. And so it's like for a safety precaution that they would make it so that you couldn't open and close the windows. But I think it would be nice, like I would like to be able to open the window, you know, get some fresh air once in a while instead of breathing your own miasma. And then we're researching toilets and researching how to repair the outhouse and researching different, because we were talking about getting the incinerator toilet, but then I was like, well, maybe there's another option, and so I was researching composting toilets, and then I looked at one, and they're like, yeah, um, you have to crank it every day, and you have to feed it once a day with a cup of this peat moss. I was like, that's like a living creature that you basically have to take care of.
Nope.
And I was like, I don't know if I have that wherewithal to go and do all that. So, and then what else? We were looking, of course, for the jeweler's benches for the new place. So I was looking up that, and we were looking. Oh my! It was just all night long. It was research, research, research. Apparently, you can buy bathrooms that are already made and they come in on like a trailer and then just plop it down and it's like a bougie porta potty. And I was like, but isn't that like an outhouse?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I can make like a land bridge.
All right, everyone, let's look at gemstones.
You wanted to know what I did today. You talked all day about what you did.
Well, they're looking at a screen of nothing.
Well, you can do hand motions then.
You always say, don't let them look at nothing.
Well, go move that penny around. What you doing? Do your job.
Lot Gem 64, y'all. Is that number? That's the right number. Lot Gem 64. What are these, Andrew?
Black spinel.
Black spinel. They are heavy. Black spinel is always a little heavier.
That's how you can tell. A lot of times when black stones, you know, it's hard to tell because, you know, if they facet it, it all kind of looks the same, right? With jet, it's super light. With black spinel, since there's a higher metal content, it's a little bit more weighty. And also, it doesn't really matter with these ones because it seems like they've just been really good at faceting this shape. But spinel is one of the ones, when it's in other colors, they confuse it for like rubies. They actually had this thing about how the crown jewels, they had to redo a bunch of the talk and the crown jewels because they had these ones that they said were rubies and they're actually red spinel. And it's like, why did they pick the heavy stones? And it's because it was super shiny and flashing in people's eyeball holes.
Yeah, rubies, red spinel, they both look good.
I don't know what the Mohs hardness is compared to corundum.
So these are, let's see here, where's my ruler? Where's all my stuff? So these are approximately 5.5-inch strands of black spinel hexagons, and they are $32 a strand. lot gem 64. If you'd like to purchase, send us an email at info@allegorygallery.com. If you send us your email before 5 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, Saturday, you get 10% off. 10% off this price. And then whatever doesn't sell goes into the online store at a higher retail price, generally. All right. Susan says, I think it's 8 to 9 mo's, so about the same. About the same.
So a harder stone, for sure.
And let's see, these are 10 millimeter.
I love this shape. It's
I
so
do
fun.
too. I do too.
Isn't that sacred geometry is that shape?
I think so. Is it?
I don't know. There's a Plutonian set, and they're all different shapes. I guess maybe he talked about. I don't know, but that's one of them. Because there was this guy at the Brazilian booth one year. He gave me this quartz crystal that was in that shape, that hexagon shape. And he was like, you cannot sell this. You'll be cursed for life if you sell this. And I was like, I don't want it.
He's like, if I can't sell it, I don't want it.
And he was like, no, it's your gift. And I was like, okay.
Is that the one in your studio? He's like, no, I sold it.
No, I'm not going to get cursed for life.
Here's black spinel again in coin, faceted coin shape. These are really nice. I like this shape.
I think that's one of those ones that you don't need a lot. You can use a little and get a lot. Bang for your buck.
So these are 8-inch strands, approximately, a little bit longer than the last ones.
Black spinel.
They are about 10 to 11 millimeters. And they are the same price as the other ones, $32 for the strand. There's Diane.
What's the lot number?
Lot gem 65.
Bingo.
Lot gem 65. All right. My eyes are dry today. I've not drank enough water, which is also why I'm probably tired. My Siri told me that for the past 4 days, 3 or 4 days, I actually met my sleep quota, which is the first time in a long time I've ever met my sleep quota that I set. So I'm getting some sleep.
It doesn't seem to be doing you any good.
It actually is.
Is it?
Yeah.
You seem like you're exhausted all the time now.
Well, working constantly will do that, but at least my brain is functioning better than it usually does.
Has it?
Yeah, a lot better. So these are black spinel, these little shield shapes.
I love this shape.
And these are 5.5-inch strands. This is lot gem 66, and these are $32 per strand. And these are approximately 16 millimeter by 12. 16 by 12. And we have a number of strands of those.
And then I was trying to find a DVD last night that was made like 20 years ago. What year is this? Maybe 10 years ago? 20 years ago? I don't know.
This is 2023. Diane says, Chris was home when I got home. So we were talking. He is supposed to be putting the new tub in on April 2nd. Nice.
That's fancy.
That's nice, right? No more leaking tub.
That's so fancy.
Right? I love this shape. I think it's a great shape. This is lot gem 66. Send us an email at info@allegorygallery.com if you would like to check these out. We have 40 people watching, y'all. Thank you. That's a lot. That's the most we've had during any of, I'm going to just call it final gemstone sale every single day. because that's the most we've had during the entire gemstone sale. But I only have 8 likes, hearts, thumbs ups, all that on
Don't
Facebook.
discourage them.
I'm not. I'm tough loving them. Please hit the like, hit the love, hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe and follow. There, I just got 2 more right there. See? Thank you all, y'all.
Like, that's my job. If you don't like it, just turn it off.
Harry says the spinel looks like arrowheads. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I love that shape. Apparently I made this, but I done forgot about it. I made all this minimal jewelry where I just put one on it and some chain. And I used to sell that in New York, apparently.
He says, apparently.
I made a lot of stuff that I don't even remember until, like, somebody's like, oh, does this look familiar? And I'm like, uh-huh.
Sure.
And then...
Well, I look back at some of our pictures that we took when we lived in the apartment in New York together, because you'd use that windowsill all the time. And I have some of those pictures on my desktop. And sometimes I go back through and I'm like, I don't remember this at all. At all. And then sometimes like, oh yeah, I do remember that. Hello, Diane. Thanks for joining us.
Of stuff I made.
Mm-hmm.
I love that windowsill. That was like the best light box ever.
Yeah. So
and it was like artfully distressed.
Yeah, it was. So this is peridot. And we had peridot yesterday. The peridot yesterday was graduated rondelles. These are not graduated. They're all the same. I think I priced this the same as yesterday because
they're longer.
These are a little bit longer, but they don't have the graduation. So if you like the graduation, you can get the ones from yesterday if you didn't already, or check that video out at least. But these are beautifully clear, just like yesterday's.
These ones are smooth, right?
These are smooth. I don't know if the ones yesterday's were smooth or not.
I think they were faceted.
Well, they're right behind me, so let me look.
Let's find out.
Let's find out. No, they were smooth.
They look different.
So these are the ones from yesterday. And they're slightly graduated from a smaller to a larger, and they come on the silver chain.
With
what?
With the silver chain.
Yes. And so you have that. But these ones are just strands that are, I think, a little bit longer, maybe, but not graduated. So it all depends what you like.
That one, the other one, you can wear it ready to go. This one, you have to restring for certain. There's no way. If you wore this, you'd be basically, you're throwing it into the earth. And it can become one with the dirt again.
One with the dirt again. So these are $45 a strand. If you'd like these, we have had people going. I don't know how many people have walked into the store in the last month asking for peridot. So these may not even make it to the online store. I may just put these in the physical store because I have so many people asking for peridot.
What's the lot number?
This is lot gem 67. $45. Vanessa says those strands look long. These are pretty long. These are 12. About 14.5 to 15-inch strands. So there you go.
I guess the other one is like...
Here it is. And they are 6 millimeter.
I guess the other one is like... How many did you say how many inches this is?
14 to 15.
I don't know how the other ones are shorter then, because they're a necklace thing.
Yeah, I don't know that they're necessarily shorter. I think maybe they just look shorter. I don't know. Anyway.
Optical illusion, y'all.
Yeah. Vanessa says that's a great color all year long, but really great for spring and summer. That's true. That's the truth. Get these sorted so they don't fall out everywhere. Yep, like that.
Gotta be careful with that.
Oh yeah, these are soft. Lot gem 68, $54. We have Oahe Blue Opal. And these are graduated smooth rondelles. I don't know if this one, I think this is one that looks better with a filter, a little bit of a filter. Maybe you can see more of the color. Sometimes it blows out the blues, the subtlety in those changes.
You might have to put your mouse pad behind it.
I think we're okay. It looks okay.
I love that color.
It's a beautiful blue-gray. This and these in person are a little bit more blue than what I'm seeing in my camera screen, on my phone screen. So they're, of course, that's because I covered the white light and we're mostly on yellow light, but they are nice. These are beautiful.
How much is it?
Again, they are lot 68, gem 68, $54 a strand.
Bingo.
And so they are graduated from about 7 millimeter to about 12 millimeter.
Oh, I just love them.
And they are about 16-inch strands.
They have such a dreamy quality to them.
Suzanne says, such a beautiful blue. Michelle says, you can really see it here. Good. Over there on YouTube. Okay. Hawaii Blue Opal.
That's mined in Oregon.
Hawaii, Oregon. Y'all. Okay.
Who's ready?
Lot gem 69. $120 per strand. I think.
These aren't a cheap date, but they're definitely gorgeous.
Aquamarine briolets. Now again, these are different sizes for the strands. You can see this one's littler. This one's the biggest, I think, and then you have the middle strand. But we averaged it all out. If you would like one over any of the other ones, you can let us know when you email us. Say, I prefer the larger, or one of the larger, I prefer the smaller. The smaller strand is not as graduated as the larger strands. They're mainly the same. Some people prefer that. So we averaged out the price, $120 a strand. Let me pull this away so you can really see how beautiful these are.
It's got a cat's eye effect.
They are stunning aquamarine briolets. And here's the smaller strand.
Yeah, I was looking at somebody's stones today, of course, and
never not looking at stones.
And because they were taking me around a gem show because it was I couldn't get to it, and they had these itty bitty tiny cat's eye aquamarine, kind of in that same vibe, and they were $10 a stone. And I was like, dude, what?
I'll sell these for $10 a stone all day. Anybody want to buy these for $10 a stone instead?
Yeah, I don't know, sometimes.
Sandra says they almost look white. They are definitely not.
That's because of that cat's eye.
Yeah, they are a beautiful light blue in person. So I'm trying to change the background color so you can see, but all of them are looking the same on my screen. But they are a beautiful light blue color.
It's
Stunning.
like a gray blue, and with that cat's eye kind of effect to it, it looks like more white. But in person, you can see that subtle blue.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. They are lot gem 69, 120 a strand. 3 strands available. If you'd like a particular size when you email for these, let us know. Barnaby, you giving Golden Daddy some love?
Seems like I guess I have to.
Lot Gem 70, $90 per strand. These are spectacular. Check these out, y'all. Multi-moonstone, faceted rondelles, graduated faceted rondelles. You have the moonstone, you have the gray moonstone, you have the peach moonstone. Got all the moonstone.
Yeah, I love those. They glow.
They do glow. They glow good. Like this, it's already done in a necklace. If you want to wear it like that or sell it like that, you can. I would recommend taking it apart and making it into something else or restringing it at least. But do be sure you keep the chain and the lobster claw because they are sterling. All right, so these go from about 8.5 millimeter to the largest is 12. 12.5 actually. No, wait. Can I read? 13.5 actually. 13.5. Michelle says, just gorgeous moonstone, right? Beautiful. It's not, there we go. 2 strands of it available, $90 each. Lot Gem 70. Lot Gem 71 coming at you, $60 each. This is beautiful, beautiful moonstone again, but it's just the white, regular, beautiful, shimmering moonstone.
Like it's a silvery.
Yeah, it is. Look at those. Look at those flashes. Look at that.
Chatoyance.
Those cat's eyes going off on there.
Barnaby says, "Want to see cat's eyes?"
It says, I'll show you. There he jumped up too. You're going to show them. You're going to show them beautiful cat's eye.
Angle the camera, Dad.
This is the wrong angle for me.
This is not working for me.
So let me show you these. These are smooth rondelles. You can see lots and lots of flashiness in there, shimmeriness in there, chatoyance in there. Sandra says regular moonstone, laugh cry emoji. Right? Just regular moonstone. Barnaby's kissing the camera. There he is. Look at that little nose in there. Look at this flashing. It flashes better down here because once it gets up to here, the camera hides some of the light. But look at this, y'all. You gotta spin it the right way for the crowd, right? Gotta figure out how to show everything. Barnaby's giving me kisses too. Huh. He says, make your lap accessible. Okay, so these are lot Gem 71s, $60 per strand. Remember, everybody, you're getting 10% off this too if you order before 5 or 6 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. All right. Marianne says, for cinnamon Barnaby. He's a good boy.
I'm going to pick out some nice ones.
I know. I'm going to have matching collars. Barnaby says, I don't wear no collar. Lot Gem 72, $60 again. And we have, this is Peach Moonstone. strand of peach moonstone smooth rondelles. Michelle says, it's really beautiful. I have an older strand of moonstone and just love it. Carla says, beauteous. Right?
This is a very intense shade of that pink or that peach.
It is. It's like, I don't know. It's super, super intense and super saturated. Like, I've not even seen peach moonstone like this before, generally.
That deep.
That deep in color.
Yeah, it just depends where the stone is mined.
Norma says, Waldo likes the moonstone. He's trying to chew my phone.
It's cute.
Gilbert tries to chew our phones. He's the phone chewer.
He doesn't do it as much with my new case. When I had the hard case, he used to do
He does it
more.
on mine. He definitely does it on mine, especially when he wakes up in the morning.
Yeah, he's when he gets sleepy, he gets kind of playful like that.
When he's waking up or going to sleep, he will attack. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Marianne says, that peach moonstone would look great on my Civ cat. No, 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 no. No, 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 Barn. Barnaby. Okay. Daddy's got to work. He says, I'm helping. I'm helping.
I said, I'm selling.
I'm selling
Don't
things.
you see what I'm doing?
Gem 73. $60 again. What is it with this $60 business? Good deals, that's what it is. This coming up is Prasiolite.
I know some of y'all like it.
Prasiolite. We have Prasiolite faceted graduated rounds.
I specifically looked for it.
Prasiolite graduated faceted rounds. And these are $60 a strand. We had some Prasiolite earlier in the shows. I think it was a little bit more, but they were larger faceted rondelles, I believe.
I think the color was a little deeper too.
Oh, Marion says it's pronounced Seef. S-I-V. S-E-E-F pronunciation. Okay, Seef. I'll try to remember that. What'd you say?
That the color was a little bit more green in the other ones.
Yeah, a little bit. These are a little light, but they're beautiful. And they are clear. So Prasiolite is green amethyst, if you don't know. Green amethyst. And so you get that green color.
It's like a bottle glass green.
And these are lovely little faceted rounds in graduated style. 5 millimeter to, at the largest, 8 millimeter, 8.5. So 5 to 8.5 or so. Susan says, oh, I told myself I wasn't getting anything today. May have to make an exception to that, right? I know you like it. I know you like the Prasiolite, right? These are beautiful. $60 a strand. Gem 73. Gem 73. Okay, Gem 74. We've gone from $60, we're going up to $70 a strand. Lot Gem 74. Get these out of the bag. These are so nice too. As soon as I can get them all out. All right. Lot Gem 74, another strand of the multi-moonstone, this time in, well, almost all faceted rondelles. There's one strand of smooth rondelles in there.
It's stowaway.
Stowaway. And so if you want the smooth ones, you can have the smooth ones in this variety, or you want the faceted ones.
I must have been on fire for the moonstone.
You were. You went moonstone crazy. That's okay. It's pretty. So these are faceted rondelles, slightly graduated again. But look at that beautiful. I know I got to do it down here, right? If I get too close, the shadows kill the vibe up here. So beautiful strands of multi-moonstone faceted rondelle. Look at that flash on that one right there. Ooh. They have a lot of flash to them, or chatoyants. Gorgeous color. These are very nicely colored. These are deep, deep colors. I like these. And then we have the one strand, if you want that, of the smooth rondelles in this style. So if you like the smooth, sometimes you can see the chatoyants better in the smooth, actually. But you don't get that hard, glistening edge that you get with the facets. So there you go. $70 a strand, lot gem 74.
Well, the facets break up the surface area.
Mm-hmm. Lot gem 75. What are these, Andrew?
Put more diamonds before.
That's what I thought. Minis. Mini Herkimers. And probably Herkimers from India. Pakistan. Boy, do these shine and glow. I want you to see, these are little Herkimer. Let me show you a single strand with those double points. And that's what Herkimers are known for, the double points, right?
So I just bought these from the internet. Oh. And these were, I don't want to say how much they were, but they were a lot.
You just bought these.
But
they were a lot. And then we have these, which are not a lot.
I was trying out a new vendor.
But
I mean, I like it, and I have a project in mind for it.
Are they drilled? I couldn't tell.
They're not drilled.
They're not drilled.
Yeah. I don't want them to be drilled.
Yeah, so that's the difference too. But
that they're less work.
They're less work and more money.
Mm-hmm. I was like,
Ooh, whoa! As I throw the stand, I'm trying to get this one. What's going on here? So I don't like. I wish you could see when the light hits these, the rainbows. Like
they're sparkly.
These are like, I don't know. You can't see it on camera. I don't know why.
Are you showing me in the background?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But they sparkle. Like you're seeing some of it down here maybe. But they light up. These light up, y'all. Now, these are already strung up. These are like seed beads if you're going to try and restring these. So have a little patience, but they are worth it. They are beautiful.
They got people working in size 15, so it'd be fine.
So this is lot gem 75, $60 each. $60 each. Good price. Good price.
Yeah, it is. I remember back in the day when Cynthia and I used to hunt for Herkimer diamonds, and it would be like so expensive for the tiny. You'd buy them by the 3-inch strand.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have some of those somewhere.
Now, what are these?
Those are, I believe those are the rutilated. Look at it under the light. Yeah, those are rutilated. Some more rutilated than others.
Lot gem 76, $45 a strand. Rutilated quartz.
Somebody called it angel hair quartz. There's but there's some bluish kind of colors in there too.
That's what was throwing me off.
But you can clearly see on some of them the relations. But it doesn't look like it's a mix and match strand, so it just might be the material has that slightly blue cast.
They are pretty.
I just bought some.
There's a real blue one right there. So these are rutilated quartz. Lot Gem 76, $45 per strand.
Those are beautiful.
Yeah, you just want some nice quartz briolettes. There you go.
Some icy ice bling bling.
Icy ice bling bling.
A little bit of that gold in there.
Make it extra. All right, what's up next?
Are people enjoying the gemstones?
I don't know. Are you all enjoying the gemstones? All right. Next to last, y'all. Lot Gem 77. Lot Gem 77. We have one strand of this. Beautiful ametrine. These are ametrine faceted rondelles.
Super sparkly.
Super sparkly. Super nice color.
Yeah, sometimes when you get ametrine, it's basically citrine strung with amethyst and some quartz. And they're like, oh yeah, totally. But these ones actually have both the purple and the yellow, the gold color in each, and not in each stone, but in some of the best stones on it.
Sandra says, love the gemstones. Mary Ann's occasionally drooling. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. You got to stop occasionally, right? So you know it's not a health issue.
Put down a pad.
Right. So there we have Lot Gem 77. One strand only available, $75. And that's a good price, y'all. That's a dang good price. Ametrine, faceted rondelles. And just to give you an idea, they are approximately 5 to 6 millimeter. 5 to 6 millimeter. 5 to 6 millimeter. All right. Michelle says, so pretty.
We're thinking about doing surprise lots of the microfaceted stuff we have. Is that something that would be interesting to y'all?
Like they buy a surprise?
Yeah. So you don't know what you're going to get. Because we have there's all different kinds. And I don't want to have to do every one of them. Because we'll be here until the end of time.
I know. So maybe we'll do surprise lots. Maybe I'll just put them on the website. I'll just show up on the website. Okay. Last strand of the evening and last strand of the whole Tucson Gemstone show. Lot Gem 78. $45. We have one strand of this. One strand. And it is green kyanite. Green kyanite.
And it's a gemmy kyanite too.
Oh, it is.
Sometimes kyanite, the cat's eye is so strong that it takes away from the gemminess of it. And this one, they're pretty translucent, but they still have the cat's eye and they have that color. And green, like you'll see blue kyanite all day long. Well, maybe not all day long.
There's a lot of blue.
But that's the most popular. And then green you'll see sometimes, but it's more rare. And then the rarest is orange.
Yeah, I have no idea why you don't see more green out there because it's a beautiful color.
It just might not be available.
Yeah, especially at our prices. All right, so that is green kyanite, little drops. They are approximately about 11 millimeters to the longest one here is 20 millimeters in size. And this strand is about an 8-inch strand. Marianne says, oh, don't tempt me so hard. Tempting, tempting, tempting. So green kyanite, lot gem 78, $45. Last stone strand of the big show. At least for now. At least for now. All right, y'all. Let me flip the camera real quick.
Did y'all like that?
Did y'all like everything? Have you liked the show? Have y'all watched every single day? I know a lot of you have.
I heard nice, folks. So how does that sound? Like you get a mixed bag of microfaceted beads.
A mixed bag. Sell them by surprise lots for a certain price.
Yeah.
What do you think? Are you into that, y'all, or you'd like to know what you're getting? You seem to like the Desert Discoveries where you didn't know.
Here, show it so that they can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I can see what you're talking about.
Because we're going to be here to the end of time if we go one at a time.
Y'all, this is a whole hank of just mixed.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Look at those.
Oh, I see that moonstone in there. It's
I know there's
flashing. I'm gonna go through
labradorite.
that.
There's labradorite in there. There's moonstone.
Blue chalcedony.
Look at
I'm gonna
those.
get that blue chalcedony, y'all. Don't look at that one. Edit your eyes.
Norma says that's the first I've seen green kyanite. Beautiful. So we got hanks like this, and they're like to pull these apart and go through each individual strand of what we've got would take forever.
Correct.
So maybe we'll do mystery lots of these. Or
like that?
Yeah, what do you think? What do y'all think?
Or you're like, ooh.
Say no to that. No to that business.
You're like, mystery again?
Mystery.
Can't we do without mystery in our lives?
I don't know. Can we?
No, I like mystery. Keep that light on. Show the other hand.
I'm being blinded by the light. Here's another one, y'all. Let me see there.
Ooh.
Look at that multi one right there.
I'm looking at that Peruvian opal. Oh, and zircon, y'all. Y'all didn't know you like zircon, did you?
That blue zircon?
Nah, that's that champagne, y'all.
Oh, I was looking. Isn't this blue zircon? These little blue one or that one right there?
That might be London blue topaz. I'll have to look at that closer.
Oh, look, everybody.
Ooh, there's the aquamarine. That moss aqua. Ooh, I'm going to pick me some of that. And some of that zircon. Boy,
Anne says, yes, I would be into a surprise lot of micro. For me, it is the shape more than the stone. Yeah, these are nice. And these are, what, 3 millimeter?
Those ones are slightly larger.
Yeah, these are 3 millimeter.
So
some of these are
what,
well,
2.5?
This one, there's some in here that are 2, and there's some in here that are 3. And some that are like 2.5. Marion says, actually, I do like zircon. Michelle says, wow.
Put a little spice in your life.
Suzanne says, interesting.
Maybe we'll do that next week. We'll put those just over the weekend. We'll clear up.
Diane says, those are pretty. Surprises can be fun. Yeah, I think so too, right? All right, y'all. That's it for today. That's it for the Gemstone Show. If you saw something you like, get it within the next 24 hours. Otherwise, it's too late to claim. and you got to wait for it to show up in the online store, probably at a higher price because it takes more work to get them there. So they go up to, see what we do, they go up to full retail value in the online store. These prices, we set the price a little bit low, and then we also give you 10% off. So you're getting an extra good deal with these. Then they go up to full retail when we put them in the online store. So yeah, hopefully you saw some things you like. Hopefully you're able to get them. If not, hopefully they're still available when you are able to get them.
Really, it's like getting 20% off.
Yeah, you are getting.
It's like getting 10% and then 10%.
Yeah, because some of these prices are going up by quite a bit when they go into the online store to get to our actual full computations these days. But we try to keep them low for you on this show. So you're getting an extra discount, extra.
Well, it's less work. So, well, it's still a lot of work because it's not easy to go through and do the emails and sort stuff.
No.
And invoice, but it's less work than photographing each one multiple times, editing photos, adding description, measuring, inputting all the details into the thing.
It's true, because I do that every day now that we don't have helpers. So the more you all buy from us during these live sales, the better it is for me and for you, because you get better pricing. All right, so thanks for watching. We hope you have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is where you are, and weekend. And
post what you've been making, and if you get any of the gemstones, share what you've been making.
We like to see.
I saw a couple people shared what they made with their Kidapalooza, and some of even the Desert Discovery. Y'all are quick. I was like, I haven't even unpacked from Tucson yet.
I know.
There's still
it's been a month. Yeah. So show us in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenge group, maybe soon to be the AG Bead Fam group. We might change that name soon. So thank you so very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend, and we'll be back here on Monday. Bye, everybody.